All right, you guys, welcome in. I felt a little slow for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I felt a little slow. The whole time, right before this reading, I already knew tonight I wanted to do a specific reading. And I was trying to like wait around for the right time. And I went and took a shower. When I came back, I started sitting by the window. I opened up to get fresh air and I kept seeing a light flashing from across from me. And as I was looking at the light was making a cross like this. Like, I was like, what in the world? Because it was like the way I was looking at it, it was just kind of like doing that. And I realized, oh my goodness, like the transit just passed me by with Venus and Aries conjuncting the Sun in Aries. Happened at 9:07 p.m. at 2 degrees and 39 minutes. So I look up the Sabian symbol at 3 degrees of Aries. And it speaks about awakening to a higher level. All right. Seeing oneself in the context of being with others. All right. It says, the sense of being part of a whole brings meaning and allows higher powers to act through us. It extends beyond our local community and embraces universal realities. We are part of it all. And this knowledge gives us both security and power. We can even touch the level of archetype and so awaken to that higher degree. This feels like on another level. All right, that's what it feels like on a different dimension type of energy. I don't know. We'll see. Welcome in. Welcome in. So yeah, we're gonna do just the community chat and see what comes through. I did want to go over some of the asteroids as well and what's going on right now in the energy. Let's do a quick spread and then I'll pull on that as well and get into that energy. Welcome in. Hello from Canada. Hi, Peachy. I don't know. As soon as I read Peachy, I seen like bubble butt. I'm a clown. Don't take it serious. All right, I'm a clown. Queen of Wands. Somebody thinks you're beautiful. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, the Sun and the Six of Cups. All right. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know. I just heard you've matured. Really beautiful. I don't know. Somebody could have seen you when you were younger or something like that. That's weird. The Lovers. The Nine of Wands. There's something about to come to the light. Communication heading your way, or yeah, there could be some sort of traveling happening here. Judgment. I don't know. Somebody either wants to reconcile with you. So there's like a love in the air with Venus being in retrograde. But it could be a sense of just lusting after you because you could be very beautiful. Queen of Wands. I've got the Three of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Emperor, and the Six of Wands. Do you fear this person? I don't know. It came out in the position of hopes and fears. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you fear this Emperor, this Aries energy? Because in reality, it's meant to put you in the spotlight. Six of Wands, or that person wants to put you in the spotlight. Knight of Swords, Two of Cups. Yeah, this person could be like trying to communicate to you because they feel like emotionally drawn in your energy. Interesting. Welcome in, you guys. Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, the Hangman, Page of Swords. Again, I feel like something is from a different dimension. Somebody had to gain perspective of how you are, who you are. Queen of Pentacles. You could be like a loving, caring person, very abundant in your energy, very calm, very patient, very secure with your values, something about that, and somebody's watching in on this energy. What's the conflict about? The Five of Wands. Something ending, or your fate changing. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody sees or wants you to be single. King of Pentacles before they approach you. Yeah, it's like you have to make a decision here. Somebody could be trying to start up drama, all right, in connection to wanting control over you. Like your fate changing in connection to whatever the drama is. It's a third party energy. The Seven of Swords and the Star. Somebody could be trying to let you know that there's deception happening around the star. That's a heavy Aquarian energy there. Moon in Aquarius and the star is Aquarius. The King of Cups and Temperance. They want whoever this water sign is to be calm or stay calm. Or there could be someone that's trying to create some sort of deception for the star, and where this King of Cups in person is more so like an angel that's sent to, you know, protect you or focus on like some sort of healing or something. The Three of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Somebody loves to like create the drama so that way you can separate from that person and take you away from your passions, because they know that you're going to be successful. Or let's just take it as I'm seeing it as well. It could be that you're devoted to your passion and you're successful because you are protected by that King of Cups. That King of Cups is like your guardian angel. It's like the more that you try to make progress or move forward with something, with the Three of Wands here, somebody's trying to create some sort of tower moment in your life, something unexpected so they can gain control. All right, and it's back at Judgment. So that you don't ascend, so that you don't awaken to what's happening around you or something like that. You may fear whoever this Emperor energy is, or it could just be that type of energy in Aries season, I don't know. But for whatever reason, you come out winning anyway. Six of Wands, like in the near future, you become victorious. You have a win. The goal here is for you to be happy, the Sun card. This is very weird. Interesting. What's going on with this? Justice. And the Three of Pentacles. The High Priestess. So, something about having to come into harmony with those that you're collaborating with. All right? Or those that notice that you're the High Priestess, I guess. That you have like intuitive abilities. All right? For whatever reason, they know that you're protected. And these people could be working with a person that's toxic around you. You could be surrounded by people that have like addictions. Something about like codependency upon your energy. So you kind of like stand alone, Queen of Swords, sometimes in connection to whoever this is. This is weird. The King of Wands to the Devil. It's almost like a spiritual warfare, to be honest with you. That's what it feels like. It's like instead of trying to bring peace in the situation in order to collaborate with the High Priestess, somebody sees that you stand alone, and it's because they're working with the devil, whoever has the codependent energies, whoever seems to have some sort of toxic addiction, or it could be that this person has some sort of habit or something that they can't let go. Tell me more about this King of Once again, what I'm feeling here is that For whatever reason, the conflict was created so that someone can change your fate, so that you wouldn't become independent in connection to this King of Pentacles. How are you still connected with this King of Pentacles? Judgment, Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. For whatever reason, you're manifesting this person through how you are focusing in on your achievements. And it could have something to do with, like, if you have some sort of, like, spiritual work here, it has to do with your ascension. The Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Something about you seeing clearly on what path you're going on here. Like, whatever the new beginning is. This Venus and Aries energy in connection to the Sun in Aries right now is supposed to bring you some sense of abundance. Ten of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands. You're supposed to be receiving, like, massive incoming communication. That's what this is. From higher power. Somebody keeps trying to, like, I don't know, stand in the middle of your energy or something. Block you in any way. Whatever. It's like it's meant to cause a deception towards the energy of the star, all right? The one that is, like, having the healing energies. For whatever reason, someone's trying to delay you. Interesting. Welcome in, you guys. Whoa. So is this all working? I just saw the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups. There could be a Taurus that wants to express love to you. Interesting. Yeah, this person sees that you're the star again. I feel like somebody's losing their shit over this Aquarian. I ain't gonna lie, the star keeps coming out. Somebody's losing their shit over this Aquarian. Four of Cups, missed opportunity. Eight of Swords, trapped up in their head about this Aquarian, the star. Cancer, Gemini, and Aquarian energy there. With the Five of Wands on the bottom, this person finds something challenging. Venus and Aries, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands. Look at this energy. Venus and Aries, Jupiter and Leo, Seven of Wands, Mars and Leo. Something about this person's connection to marriage, love, home, community, and this person being in the spotlight. Where in the near future, it's kind of like the more that this person progresses physically, all right, that person has to protect their energy, their emotional state specifically. Judgment. It's because the more that they focus on, you know, building up their strength, because that's what that is, it's strength. It's part of this person's ascension. So for whatever reason, if somebody missed out on an opportunity with the star, that person's losing their shit. Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Somebody didn't see something clearly about you. They didn't collaborate when they were supposed to. They didn't know you were the High Priestess. They didn't know you were of value. They didn't express themselves the way that they should have. The Knight of Swords. I feel like this person is going to try to come in quickly before something ends, before like some sort of portal or something closes out. Venus is retrograding in Aries. It will step back into Pisces by the 27th. Here we are on the 22nd. So this person has possibly like 5 days. Okay. 5 more days. I'm seeing that. I saw the Hierophant earlier. Something about it. Hierophant is number 5 in Major Arcana. Something about 5 days. It could be a Taurus. I don't know when the moon ingresses into Taurus. Let me take a look. I think it's going to be by the 1st of April. Actually, sorry, it's on the 30th. So, Venus ingresses back into Pisces while the moon is in Pisces. We don't see that solar eclipse energy with the new moon in Aries up until the 29th. These are dates that are of significance here for this energy specifically. Temperance, Two of Wands, Aries energy, and the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody wants you to be patient before choosing something in connection to your work. Why is that? Because they want you to end something that has been keeping you isolated. They've been watching your mental state, and it looks like you're going to be experiencing some sort of unexpected change in connection to a wish fulfillment that you want. Something that's going to make you emotionally happy. 9 of Cups to 10 of Cups. Whoever this person, see what I'm saying? This is crazy. There's the Hierophant. It could happen by the end of the month. Somebody's like, take your time with something. They feel they're about to lose their shit because they feel like they lost out on whoever the star is. All right. By the way, you guys, the Sun in Aries, and Mercury in Aries, Venus in Aries will always sextile to Plutonian energy, which I believe is happening tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on a second. That's crazy. The Sun in Aries is going to sextile to Pluto in Aquarius tomorrow at 3:33 p.m. That's an angel number. Look it up. You said by April Fool's Day? Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, by the end of the month, something ends. With that moon in Taurus, something is going to end. I don't know, something about Uranus sextiling over to Piscean energy. All right. Because Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, and it will sextile over to the energy of, this is Saturn. Saturn and Pisces. It's not happening at the same degree. That's not it. Not at the same degree. But it's in the vicinity. You know what I mean? Let me take a look. What the hell is going on here? Something, Uranus is change. All right. And Saturn is structure. They're 1 degree apart. Saturn is at 23 degrees. Uranus is at 24. When is that sextile happening now? I'm curious. I hate when I think about the transits, but that's what this is. That's exactly what this is. That won't happen probably till like April. I'm nosy as hell because this is how I remember when things are about to happen. Saturn will sextile Uranus on the 4th of April while the moon is in Cancer in its exaltation. So emotionally, you're going to be happy with the result of something. If it's April Fool's Day, it's because the North Node is going to conjunct with the energy of Venus. Your destiny with what you desire, or what this person thinks is going to be desirable. Something shocking is coming. You're going to get a wish fulfillment. Heavy Piscean energy there. I gotta clear this out. This is big deal. Something big is coming. I'm telling you. Spirit guides are telling you about it. That's why. Whatever this is right now, it says, yeah, you have like this awakening to higher level. You're ascending, awakening to a higher level of something. Right? All these sextiles happening this week is going to be of significance as well too. They start on Monday the 24th. I want to look at the index for a second. This weekend is a big deal, specifically for the cardinal energies. I think we spoke about that. All right, so in today's energy, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, all physical 10, 11, like heightened numbers. By tomorrow, they go even higher at a high of 12. Meanwhile, tomorrow, all of the fixed signs will be at a mental 13. All right, so with tomorrow's energy and that sextile over to Sun in Aries, Pluto in Aquarius. I can definitely see why that's happening. It's a big deal, y'all. Big deal. Yep. So this weekend, this energy is lit, like big time. It's super lit. I just heard somebody's putting two and two together. I don't know what that means or who that message is for. Somebody's gonna put two and two together. The Strength, the Moon, the Four of Cups, Temperance, the Devil. What's up with all the majors? Somebody's gonna put two and two together. They're gonna know while that moon is in Cancer, specifically on the 4th, that it's very significant. I got Strength of the Moon, which is going to be Cancer and Leo together. I have Temperance, the Devil, and the Sun. I'm seeing Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Leo as well. It's a heavy Leo energy out here. There's something about somebody not wanting to let something go. The Devil is like an attachment. All right. What's the Devil there? What was that on the bottom? Six of Pentacles, Moon in Taurus. It's crazy. By the end of the month. What's happening here? Something that you felt attached to at the present moment, you're going to know why, or something was exposed to you on why there was some sort of like spiritual warfare happening. The Temperance next to the Devil, that's like the angels protecting you from evil spirits or something, and you being enlightened about it in the near future. The Moon will be in the challenge as your hidden enemies, and you having the strength to be able to see past this, utilizing the energy of your intuition. Heightened psychic abilities is what this is due to your awakening. Somebody don't play about you, they'll fuck somebody up. That's crazy. Page of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. The King of Wands. Whatever the past connection is, you have to direct your attention somewhere. So that's why I heard it. Direct your attention towards independent goals or something. Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands. You have knowledge about something. And there was a specific chapter that was supposed to end here for a specific reason. The Hierophant is right back out here. If you have the knowledge in connection to your specific community, or you are committed to your community, then you were supposed to speak your truth about that. The Lovers. There could have been a decision here that you had to make in connection to a specific lover. A lover could be a karmic person or a karmic relationship, opposed to a fucking Two of Cups, like a soulmate union. And that could have been where somebody was about to lose their shit over the star and causing some conflict while at it. See? I'll start some shit and fuck some shit up. That's crazy. Eight of Swords about to lose their shit. Five of Swords, start some conflict. Seven of Swords, and be deceptive as hell in order to have a win. That's strategy right there, so that this person doesn't lose out. And it's because it feels like they going to war. Ten of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Something about having like this ending over and done with the confusion and love, like you're over it. You know what you're passionate about or who you're passionate for. Whoever that person is that was about to lose their shit over the star. What did I say? Somebody knows that this is like an ending. It could be like the ending of a portal. That's what I'm saying about love, Venus and Aries. There could be like this person lusting after somebody. And it's like, if you don't express, you know what I'm saying, what you're trying to keep a secret or keep an illusion or something like that, you lose out on your opportunity. Like you miss the opportunity by trying to keep something hidden. Or that could just be your hidden enemies trying to work against you so that you don't go after what makes you desire to be happy. the sun in the near future. Tell me about that energy anyway. What is that? The Eight of Pentacles, what you desire and love to do for work. This could be people in your workplace. Nine of Cups, what you desire and love to do for work. Very clear. Seven of Pentacles, you're already invested in it. You've made your choice already. This could be energies like hating on your love life, hating on your relationships, hating on how you're getting money, hating on how you're abundant, hating on the knowledge that you have. And it's almost like trying to create some sort of shit like in the background, just so it makes it look like it's not them, but they're creating the conflict because they're losing their shit about to lose out on the star energy, like on a wish fulfillment that they want, or someone that seems to be in the spotlight. This person is very like calculated in the way that they do things. The way they think is out of pocket. It's the Emperor. This person is very smart, very calculated. They have the money, they have the tools and everything that they need in order to get what they want. Six of Wands, yes. Spirit's like, yes. Two of Swords and the Five of Cups. This person had been at a crossroads for a while and feeling a lot of regret about what? Not making a move. Welcome in, Brenda. I want to get into the asteroids real quick with you guys. My legs are falling asleep. This was very significant for me as I was looking into it because I thought it was a little weird. But because we are in Aries season, I'm going to go over Aries chart and speak about what's happening right now, specifically for my sun, moon, rising Aries. Take it as it resonates. It could just be the energy that we're in right now. And the placements of the transits that are taking place. So in the first house, that has a lot to do with one's personality. The sun is in Aries, which is obviously the first house of the astrological chart. It's in connection right now with Mercury and with Venus in retrograde. And we have the asteroids of Psyche in Aries as well as Chiron in Aries. And we have a new moon partial solar eclipse that's happening in Aries as well on the 29th. So we'll be seeing Venus and Mercury step out before that partial solar eclipse takes place. But that partial solar eclipse is then going to conjunct the sun, obviously. All right. That's a big deal in connection to one's conscious mind and what's supposed to be illuminated, all right, within one's specific, their soul, all right. The psyche is in the connection to, again, it's your conscious mind. All right, so in the second house for someone rising Aries, there's a lot of could be chaos or changes happening in this person's financial life. All right, there could be like values or something that are of significance here that are changing with this person's focus on how they either make or save or spend their money. Something about that. Gemini is the house of communication. It's travel, transportation, negotiations, contracts, agreements, whatever. Jupiter is there in Gemini, all right, which is currently direct as well. In the second, the third, and the fourth house is where I'm seeing the most significant transits happening for the sign of Aries, and where we are experiencing this energy now that the sun is in the first house. All right, so we're seeing expansion and growth in I don't know, it seems like this could be like documented work. This could be like having to change, you know, immediate neighborhoods, people traveling, transportation, like Mercury being in retrograde. It could be having to work on vehicles. You could notice if you are applying for a job, post office, couriers, if you're a messenger in any way, delivery people are going to be of significance, or you would see this energy a lot more than normal. Cancer in the fourth house, all right, which is where Mars is currently right now. This is the house of home, so you could be seeing like a lot of fights happening, or there could be personal sense of security, like wanting emotionally to focus on healing some sort of inner child wound or something like that. All right. Relationships could be of significance as well. The energy of like wanting to nurture with the parent or having difficulty with parenting, something about that in connection to divine feminine energy as well. Okay. We've got Virgo in the sixth house, which is where we had the full moon lunar eclipse for the month of March. In the sign of Virgo, South Node as well. Okay. So this is all having to do with like your daily routines, self-care, work-life balance, your co-workers. This could be organizations that are supposed to run efficient. Everything's supposed to be analytical, into details, all of that, right? This could be like your intellectual pursuits when it comes to, these are odd jobs. These are not going to be like your career jobs. That's not what this is. All right, you can notice that there's a lot of significance, involvement with pets. Okay, with like, it could be like traveling with pets, being that Mercury rules the third and the sixth house. Okay, it could be that, I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling like there's this energy of, again, Virgo is the sixth house of like rentals. All right. So if you're moving, then it could be that you're relocating, again, traveling. All right. And moving into a rental, something about that. There could be a heavy focus on those that are seeking employment, focusing in on the health business, wellness, healing. I've been seeing a lot lately in my feeds for like those that are focusing on meditation and yoga and that type of stuff. All right, so Libra in the seventh house, there's not much happening there because Lilith has moved out. And this is where we want to focus right now with Scorpio's energy. So Scorpio being the eighth house, it is a very transformative house. It's in connection to death and rebirth, endings and new beginnings. And we keep seeing that. Something, a portal is ending so that something begins. So whatever's being reviewed in connection to resources, it's a house of money as well, but it's in connection to the person that you are partnered with, right? So this could be like a specific life chapter ending, a new one beginning. There could be the push and pull of like power dynamic. It could be in connection to your emotional feelings, like deep connections emotionally. So this could also include like spirituality. All right, it rules over occult and magic, but it's where you're meant to like seek curiosity, things like that. All right, so if you have inherited a specific gift, all right, and it could be in connection to someone else's possession, all right, like through magic, you know, you could be inheriting someone else's spiritual gifts or something like that. All right, so Vesta, because Vesta is the asteroid of spirituality and it's in retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, there could be this review of your spirituality, or how you have interest in life after death. It could be that your spark for whatever it is that you do spiritually is transforming, something about that. All right, and then Lilith, which is the asteroid, that means that you're going to stand up to power and represent your feminine energy, which Scorpio, yes, it is a feminine energy because it's water. Okay, this shows that you're not going to be submissive, or it could be that there's a lot of anger and rage because of deep emotional transformative energies happening around you. However you want to take that. But these are asteroids that are retrograding, which also in the sign of Sagittarius in the ninth house, we see um, this is like the house of higher learning, spiritual exploration, foreign travels, your opened philosophy, beliefs on religion. It could be international people that are foreign, okay? This could be matters of law and ethics and where your intuitive thought processes are happening. All right, like where you're mentally supposed to expand and be adventurous, there could be opportunities for personal growth and optimism here. With Juno, which is the asteroid of marriage and partnerships, there could be a lot of bonding and review right now with spirituality, because the ninth house is all about your spiritual, you know, seekings. All right. If you are traveling, you could be traveling with a partner, and there could be a lot of involvement with having to focus on citizenship or passports or residency or visas, that type of thing. This also has connections to learning different languages of the world. All right. Um, Capricorn in the 10th house, and this is where the last quarter moon has happened today. All right. So this has a lot to do with like reviewing where things need to be released, what's not serving you, where you need to have a fresh start, with the house of career. All right. It's your professional aspirations, it's your ambitions and your achievements. It requires divine masculine energy. All right, so it is for you to take action towards your profession, your leadership skills, and where it also indicates where you're receiving recognition and rewards, which we keep seeing in the readings. The Six of Wands comes out. All right, so it's like you're being recognized and rewarded for some sort of win, all right, or achievement there. Um, but something is meant to end here. So Aquarius in the 11th house, it shows in the house of companions that are associated with who you're collaborating with, social groups, friends, organizations. It could be specific communities of people that are like for charity, or um, things that you're focusing on that are could be career based for something that you desire for the future. The 11th house is the future. This is Palace in Aquarius, which is the asteroid of wisdom and knowledge. You could be wanting to learn something new. Eros being in Aquarius is also the asteroid of what you desire, and it's in connection to your creativity, but it also involves sex. All right, so if you are with somebody and collaborating with this person, and you want this person part of your future, and it has to do with what's transforming in your life, with Pluto even being in Aquarius, there's a lot of different things happening in a lot of different areas in our charts with wherever these placements are taking place with this new astrological year. It's a big deal. It's changing fast, very fast. Welcome in, you guys. All right, so with Pisces energy overall in the 12th, we're looking at Saturn, which again is a lot of restriction, structure, authority, discipline, responsibility, however you want to name it. By the end of the month, Neptune is at its 29th degree in the energy of Pisces and its domicile. Your imagination is going crazy. Be careful of illusions. Be careful of, you know, it's not seeing things clearly. Rolled colors glasses is how they normally call it. All right, like you're supposed to be moving towards your destiny here with the North Node in Pisces, and that conjuncting with Venus. This has a lot to do with who's supposed to be on your path in the near future in love, or involving your value, your resources, your finances, something about that. All right, this could be in part of whatever is your destiny. If it's career, if it's family, if it's relationship, if it's hobby, if it's whatever, spirituality, however you want to look at it. All right. So Sappho is also in Pisces, which is the asteroid of your artistic abilities, how you sexually express yourself, as well as partners. All right, having a partnership with the same sex. I don't know if there's a lot of people into that. All right, but there's a heavy focus on nurturing your body and your subconscious state. So make sure you sleep well. If you're receiving messages in connection to the subconscious state, make sure you write them down when you wake up. All right, there could be a lot of like wanting to nurture, okay, in this energy with Ceres being in Pisces. It could be wanting to nurture your spirituality because the 12th house has all to do with things that exist without physical form. All right, this is a big deal. So I feel like there's this last minute portal for something specifically right now when we're experiencing this big transition. Let's see. The Magician. I feel like you're supposed to be manifesting something way bigger because you have a lot of knowledge. King of Wands. Judgment. It's part of your awakening. It's part of your ascension. Something about like before you move to the next level, tell people what you know. I don't know why I feel that's of significance. This is crazy. It's like the way that you're manifesting is because of what you know. That's part of your awakening. It's your spiritual strength with the Nine of Wands. The Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Whew. When I say you're like psychically heightened here, like your intuition is really on point here. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Ten of Cups. Wow. Look at that. Four of Cups, Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups. The 8, 9, and 10, all Piscean energy is here. You're going to get what you desire. You're going to get what you desire. Whatever you want, you can manifest it. That's what this is saying. You're on a whole different level. Page of Cups. Spirit is basically like, tell me what you want. I want to bring it to you. Like, Tower, unexpectedly. The Lovers and the Ace of Swords. All right. Somebody didn't expect you to make it this far is how I heard it. Hierophant, the World card. I feel like, again, you are, I don't know, she's dressed like a damn pilot. Like, you're in another world at this point. Queen of Pentacles, you are very valuable and you don't even know it yet. Whatever's coming in the near future and wherever these transits are taking us, or wherever, you know, your imagination can take you, it's a big deal. That's what this says. There's something here also about like the energy being heightened in between Taurus and Scorpio. All right. We saw fixed signs for tomorrow, Scorpio and Taurus being heightened really in the mental areas. So let's say for my fixed signs, Aquarius, you guys are going to be 10th house, 4th house with Scorpio and Taurus. All right, and same for Leo. Okay. And then for Scorpio and for Taurus, you guys are going to be noticing that self and relationships tomorrow are going to be of significance. So the communication could be heightened with you and your partner, or there could be a contract that comes through for you. Something big is coming. It's happening. It's immediately going to make you extremely happy. You're going to like have some sort of unexpected information coming in. Wow. If you feel that you're at a crossroads and you're ready for your transition in love, there is new love coming in as well, and it's coming in hot. Knight of Wands. That shit's coming in fast. So if you feel that you're at a crossroads and you're transitioning into new love or focused on self-love, that's going to happen very quickly. But it does come with challenges, because again, it's going to affect your emotional state. Queen of Cups. I don't know. I just heard parenting. Again, parenting could be challenging right now for you. Sirius in Pisces. It requires for you to be very compassionate and loving and vulnerable with other people right now. All right. And there's the Fool. So I don't know. April Fool's Day could be of significance here. Or just, once again, that whole Uranus sextiling over to Saturn energy. And it's happening, I want to say, what degree was that? I'm nosy as hell, y'all. I be doing too much. The 4th of April, I said, right? Let's see if I can get some info on it. What is that? Moon in Cancer on the 4th. Okay, hold on a second. I just want to view what's happening here. Let's see. Oh, somebody's trying to come after, what is it? Your jobs. Child bar. Let's see here. Whatever's coming in for you and whatever spirit has planned for you, you think they're going to fucking show it to somebody that's hating on you? They're going to let you shit on them. That's how that's going to happen. Crazy. Let's see. So it's happening at 24 degrees and 55 minutes. So we'll just take a quick peek into that 25th degree of Pisces and where this sextile is happening. The purging of the priesthood. Ooh, see what I'm saying? So those that are going to be rooting out corruption, if you're not truly invested in spirit, all right, you're the fuck out of there. Spirit is coming and wiping in sleep. And for those that are actually tuned into the community of spirituality, It says, I'll read it out. Rooting out corruption, however sincere an initial impulse was, there will always be corrupting influences. Sometimes it is best to restart and refresh. Rid yourself of negative thoughts. A multitude of minor and major ego adjustments add up to a life of interactions with family and associates. Yet these processes are not fully sufficient to deal with core issues or of our shadow nature, to take us to another level of awareness wherein we can see ourselves for what we are and let go of the deepest imperfection of being. We need to experience purification. All right, that's crazy. So it says very often this is by fire. In other words, catharsis. We live in a very dark and terrible age, and we have to release ourselves from the expectation that that darkness will engulf us. That's the energy of the devil, by the way. There is hope for the courageous, determined, passionate aspirant. With these qualities, we can be free of the corruption that has blinded us from the soul consciousness. What the hell did I say? Psyche in Aries is going to be of significance. Just letting y'all know. All right. This is interesting. So it speaks about a religious organization succeeds in overcoming the corrupting influence of um, perverted practices and materialized ideals. For those that have connections to just materialism and they are actually not here to support a spiritual journey, they're losing out. All right. It says reformation. We project our disappointments in the manner we treat our priests. Wow. This is crazy. I so appreciate you, Brenda. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What else was I gonna read out for you guys? The 25th degree of Taurus. One second. So not too long ago with Taurus's energy, we had experienced the Sabian symbol that kept speaking about like channeled aggression. All right. We're finally in this energy of the Sabian symbol. Is called a large, well-kept public park, and how we're supposed to be working collectively. So it says belonging to a tribe or a community involves us in working together towards shared goals that we all enjoy, participating in communication and responsibilities. It could be community responsibilities, something about that. All right, so a community in harmony will act together to create communal works that allow individuals to enjoy greater levels of abundance and comfort. It says it is a strong motivation to seek ways to live in peace and put aside fear, competition, and aggressiveness. How? See what I'm saying? Insane. Oh, she being put to work today. One second. That's crazy. Somebody doesn't like jazz, and I don't care. Because this is the truth right here. I'm telling you what's going to happen. All right, so recreation, it says communal experiences help us discover our individual skills and characteristics. It's crazy, right? Crazy. It says in order to create and maintain resources on a community level, there needs to be a body corporate, like a council, whose mandate is to put collective issues above the personal in importance. Crazy. That's nuts. You said what? We don't care. What is happening in the chat? What is happening? Somebody is dying for my attention or something. I'm cracking up. I don't know. All right, you guys, let's do another spread. I got food coming. I'm excited. I finally get to eat dinner. Brenda, youdebomb.com. I'm just saying. You said I'm getting my fingers worked out here. Thank you, Brenda. By the way, I did email you back about that message you were concerned about. So we'll see about that. I have to go check my email, by the way. I've been busy since earlier. Let's see what's going on here. This is interesting. So back when I started this channel, I told you guys there was going to be a heavy emphasis on spirituality changing on things that surround us on a day-to-day basis, how it's affecting us in the chart overall. All right, because I mean, there's a lot going on here that's changing. Neptune ingresses into Aries on the same day that we have that solar eclipse in Aries, with the moon in conjunction, obviously, with the sun. So imagine that. Okay. I don't know. Somebody here has invested very well. Seven of Pentacles. All right. That's crazy. Seven of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. So it's giving me the energy once again. Saturn and Uranus. All right. In a sextile. Crazy. Yeah. The Hangman, the Three of Cups, the Five of Cups. Those that are not on spiritual journeys here, this is the heavy water energy. They're going to regret that. I see Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces here. For those that are not on spiritual journeys, they're going to regret it. The Chariot, the Hermit, the best way to move forward is to focus on spirituality and to focus on evolving within oneself. The Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles, to become grounded. I don't know, I just heard again, pure. Ace of Cups, and focus on self-love. Five of Swords, a lot of people are trying to defeat this energy. This is something that is, can somebody help me with the word? I just heard it and it went away. I can't get it out. It'll come to me when it's ready. Five of Wands, the Tower. A lot of people are trying to fight this. They don't want to accept what's coming. And for those that are intuitive enough, I feel like that's your job, to let them know that, I don't know, this feels like God is coming back. Like something about that. Like God is coming back. Knight of Cups. How can we spread love? Knight of Wands. How can we do it quickly? Seven of Wands. How can we protect those, all right, before they emotionally withdraw from the love, or from the love of God, or something like that? Yeah. The Five of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Two of Wands. There's a lot of people that are not accepting the energy of ascension, of, look at how meditation, all right, Hierophant is like community of people, spirituality. It's this energy of grounded love, you know what I mean? Support, mentoring, wisdom. I mean, you name it. A lot of people are detaching from that because of the gossip of what they are hearing, not of what they know or seek knowledge about. It's sad. Two of Wands, for those that are taking action. Yeah, it's a major decision. Some people may not be seeing things clearly because they're too focused on the mundane life, the repetitive of wanting materialistic things. Something about like moon cycles as well here. Okay. You know, I follow the moon cycle like religiously. All the time. It's my passion. All right. You gotta know how to work with the moon. I don't like that. The energy to tell you what happens. Okay, you guys, that was a lot. That was a lot. Let's see. There's a lot of demons in people, and you would know who they are because they are consistently like, like they can't get it out. Something like it's sad. And these are the same people that these are the same people religiously that'll just put up a cross and be like, I believe in God. They don't practice any spirituality. They don't know nothing about nothing. Right? That's crazy to me. What is this? Your skill is going to take you far. Page of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Seven of Pentacles. There's things that you know that other people don't know that you invest in. And when it grows, it's going to be something big. It'll become balanced for other people that surround you specifically. All right. It's part of a huge transformation here. All right. And I feel like you'll change the life of other people as well. Nine of Cups. Maybe that's one of your wish fulfillments. Like people that follow you or the community of people in which you build with. It's a big deal. Something about Neptunian energy is going to be a specific, you know, thing. It's about, yeah, that's crazy. Hangman, and it's like a heavy Piscean energy here. Some people are afraid of this. You know what it is? The house of Piscean energy, once again, it is the house of the unseen realms, contains things that exist without physical form. It's all about the subconscious, the imaginations, your inspirations. It's the most mystical and spiritual house, which governs your intuition, your dreams, and is associated with secrets, isolation, and confinement. So for those that don't like to spend time alone, they have a problem. It's all about spiritual growth, compassion, service to others through self-sacrificing, and it can associate with the energy of grief, hospitals, prisons, and psychiatric units. This could be something that comes up here. All right. This is crazy. This is nuts. You said 19 watching and 13 likes. Yeah, could you guys please get the likes up? Appreciate you all. Views are low today, and I'm okay with that because these messages are very spiritual. Normally, when I talk my shit is when other people want to watch. When I'm digging into, like, getting info on people, it's when it gets juicy. Like, yeah. There's something about knowing to discern when you're in the energy of deception and moving away from that energy. Okay. The Hermit, you're going to know because you spend a lot of time in isolation. 12th house energy. It came out heavy with Pisces energy here. All right, the Hangman, anything that was delayed, anything where you had to gain a new perspective, if you were going through some sort of ascension spiritually, you're going to get a wish fulfillment there. The Hierophant and the Ten of Swords. Look at that. All right. So this could be like the transition of you moving on from difficult times into calmer times. All right. Seeing light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to your spiritual growth. Hierophant. Interesting. All right. I love you guys. I'm leaving the reading there. It sounds like my food is here and I want to eat. Good night. I will check y'all out tomorrow morning for our daily check-in. All right. Good night.